What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is part 3 of our little mini series. So let's get right into it. All right, so let's just jump right into it. And the last video we left off here, we uploaded our CHISEL.exe file. Now, the command to start everything off will be the following. We're going to be using start. We're going to be calling out our exe file. And again, CHISEL goes in two ways, right? We did the server one, which established the tunnel reverse. And for here, we're going to be the client, and we're going to be talking to our Kali machine. That's the reason why I'm using this IP address with the port of 8080, and then R 9050 socks. Now, this particular parameter is a reverse connection using proxy chains, which uses port 9050 over socks. I'm actually reading because I had notes for that. So I'm going to hit enter here. You're not going to see anything happen, but if you go into the tab where you have your CHISEL server tunnel reverse established, which is listening, brain fart. So let's head over to that tab. You're going to see a new connection, session 1. That is our target talking to our Kali. Beautiful. Now from here, let's head over to our foothold, which is our, where we establish our evil WinRM, and we're going to go into that tab. Beautiful. And we're going to run the following command. The reason why I'm running this command is because I want to get the DNS, and I'm going to hit enter. Now, this particular domain controller, the DNS is ::1. Basically, it's set up to the loopback. I believe that's called a loopback, right? Which is 127.0.0.1. A lot of people like to use that. I think that's best practice when you're configuring your domain controller. And then your second DNS would be something else. A lot of people, primary DNS server would be the actual IP address, even though the loopback 127.0.0.1 is the IP address of the domain controller, but whatever. But again, that's good. So let's open up a new tab. We're going to click on session. We're going to click on new tab. And I'm going to utilize CrackMapExec. Now, this particular utility is not installed within Kali by default, so we need to install it. So I'm going to enter the following command, and I'm going to hit enter. Now, the command that I'm going to be using is the one that we just installed, right? CrackMapExec, but we need to kind of join it with the proxy chain because that's how we establish our foothold. So I'm going to type in the following: proxy chain -q CrackMapExec. We're going to be utilizing SMB and the IP address of our target, and we're going to do a greater than dev no, and we're going to hit enter. If everything works well, you should be able to establish a connection to the SMB, which is right there. Server 2025 IP address. It is a DC. You got access to it. Excellent. I'm going to leave it right here, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.